Good afternoon and welcome. This is ASO TV News. I am Tina Oje Achu. The headlines. Sultan declares Wednesday, February 18 as first day of Ramadan 1447 after Hijrah. Senate President Godswill Akpabio urges Muslims to pray for peace, practice compassion during Ramadan period. Aguma Gwagwalada facilitates with Muslims on commencement of Ramadan. And NBS says Nigeria inflation rate eases to 15.1% in January 2026 from 15.15% of December 2025 as food prices drops. And now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his administration commitment to win the battle against banditry and terrorism that have ravaged several parts of the country. The president gave the assurance in Yola on Monday while commissioning projects embarked upon by Adamawa State Governor Maru Fintiri. He specifically commended the effort of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, pledging to support men in uniform in the discharge of their duties. The commander-in-charge commended Governor Fintiri for the project embarked upon by the state government. He also appreciated the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, who also hails from Adamawa State, recognizing his role in securing the nation. President Tinubu described Ribadu as a retired Assistant Inspector General of Police and former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission as a proud son of Northeastern State. The president stated publicly that with Ribadu's dedication, the enemies of Nigeria would be flushed out. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is providing purposeful and servant-oriented leadership that is steering Nigeria towards sustainable growth. He spoke on Tuesday in Abuja at the 2026 Annual Distinguished Personality Lecture series organized by the Faculty of Social Science, Yakubu Gowon University. Barrister Wike said President Tinubu's democratic credentials were long established and strengthened by his record as governor of Lagos State, particularly in revenue reforms and infrastructure. He noted that the removal of fuel subsidy on his first day in office showed political courage despite initial hardship.
As president, he signaled uncommon resolve from his first day in office by removing the fuel subsidy, a policy long acknowledged as economically destructive but avoided by successive administration for lack of political courage. While the reform has generated short-term pains and resistance, it has also freed resources for some national development, halted its period of unsustainable debt, and initiated the difficult process of restoring market discipline to the energy sector. This decision exemplifies leadership willing to endure temporary unpopularity in pursuit of long-term national interests.
Barrister Wike urged Nigerians to support the administration, stressing that national transformation requires collective responsibility. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Hakeem Fawehomi, and other speakers at the event commended the lecture series as a platform for deepening discourse on leadership and development. The Sultanate Council Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, in collaboration with the National Moon Sighting Committee, has confirmed the sighting of the new moon of Ramadan 1447 after Hijrah across various parts of the country. A statement signed by Sambo Wali Junaidu, Waziri in Sokoto and chairman of the Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Sultanate Council, Sokoto, said the moon sighting committees nationwide confirmed the sighting of the crescent on Tuesday, 17th February 2026, corresponding to the 29th day of Shaban 1447 AH. Following the confirmation, His Eminence Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto and President General of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, accepted the report and officially declared Wednesday, 18th February 2026 as the first day of Ramadan 1447 after Hijrah for Muslims in Nigeria. The Sultan congratulated the Nigerian Muslim Ummah on the commencement of the holy month and prayed for Allah's guidance and blessings upon all faithful. He urged Muslims to intensify prayers for peace, progress, and the continued development of the nation. He also wished all Muslims a spiritually rewarding Ramadan, praying that Allah accepts their fasting, prayers, and other acts of worship throughout the holy month. As a holy fast of Ramadan begins, President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has enjoined the Muslim faithful to use a period to pray for peace in the country and the world. He also advised them to use the exercise to practice compassion and engender understanding among people. Akpabio gave the council in a goodwill message signed by his special assistant on media and publicity, Mr. Eseme Ibo. He said as the Muslim community prepares to observe the holy month of Ramadan, he extended his greetings and felicitations to all Muslims in Nigeria and around the world. He urged the Muslim Ummah to use this sacred period as a time for spiritual reflection, self-improvement, and renewal. He encouraged them to also utilize the occasion as an opportunity to strengthen their faith, practice compassion, and promote peace and understanding. The Aguma of Gwagwalada, Muhammad Magaji Aguma, has facilitated with Muslims in Gwagwalada Area Council and across the country on the successful commencement of the holy month of Ramadan. In a goodwill message issued to mark the beginning of Ramadan, His Royal Highness congratulated the Muslim faithful on witnessing the first day of the sacred month, describing it as a period of deep spiritual reflection, sacrifice, and renewed commitment to the teachings of Islam. The Royal Father offered special prayers to Almighty Allah to grant healing to the sick, forgive the sins of departed loved ones, and fill their graves with light and mercy. He also prayed for couples seeking children to be blessed with righteous offspring and asked Allah to accept the prayers, fasting, and acts of worship, including Taraweeh of all Muslims throughout the month. The Royal Father prayed for patience, peace, love, and unity among the people, urging Muslims to use the Ramadan period to extend kindness to the less privileged and to remain grateful for Allah's blessings at all times. He concluded by wishing all Muslims in Gwagwalada Area Council and beyond a spiritually fulfilling Ramadan, praying that Allah's mercy, guardians, and forgiveness continue to shine in every moment of their lives. As the holy month of Ramadan sets in, Muslim Ummah have been encouraged to be charitable in giving out to the less privileged in the society, for Allah has made them custodians of wealth. The advice was given by the Grand Sheikh of the Ilorin Emirate, Dr. Abdul Qadir Al Salman, at the multipurpose hall of the National Mosque, Abuja, where 440 persons benefited from the empowerment project organized by the Darul Kitab Foundation. Daniel Obi reports.
Funded by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, the Darul Kitab Foundation is implementing a 12-month project in the FCT and Borno states, focusing on relief and livelihood empowerment for orphans and their guardians. Giving the spiritual implications of zakat to the needy, Dr. Abdul Qadri stated that there is indeed a reward for a charitable heart.
When you are privileged with some means, wealth, try to keep your brothers, your neighbor, let them be happy. Especially, don't let them be thirsty of food, anything that Ramadan may need from them. Let them feel that they are your brothers, they are your sisters.
Other key personalities at the event gave their estimations of the empowerment project for orphans and their guardians, describing it as laudable.
Alhamdulillah, we've seen King Salman Humanitarian Relief Center has geared up to play the role of complementing the efforts of the Nigerian government through the Darul Kitab Foundation, and we are thanking them.
I appreciate them And I hope that we're going to work together to do more for the people of Nigeria. Because like I always say, the government cannot do it alone. We are here to support them.
This project has many components. Among these components is we are trying to give a technical training for the orphans. So after the training, after they have gone through the training for 3 months, we're going to give them the starter kit so that that will enable them to cater for these orphans.
Beneficiaries, while thanking God for the unique opportunity, equally appreciated the kind gesture of the organizers in coming up with the initiative.
Very happy, and I thank God. And I also raise my hand for a prayer for the Chief Imam of Abuja, Sheikh Al-Fadil Abdul Qadir Juma Salman. I
don't have the words to express how grateful, how happy I am for this. Well, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this opportunity, and may Allah reward the foundation, the organization, the organizing committee.
According to the project manager, Dr. Suleiman Yusuf, the initiative, with an estimated cost of $350,000, targets vulnerable populations in Abuja and Borno State with the distribution of point-of-sales machines, tricycles, poultry farm implements, as well as skills acquisition in arts and crafts, shoe and cosmetic production, among others. Highlights of the event was the ceremonial signing of a memorandum of understanding by Darul Kitab Foundation and key partners in the project. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
In a heartwarming display of kindness and generosity, various individuals and organizations, including the Office of the First Lady, the Office of the Minister of the FCT, among others, have distributed palliative food items to the Abuja National Mosque community in preparation for the holy month of Ramadan. The distribution, overseen by the Palliative Distribution Committee of the Abuja National Mosque, headed by Ustaz Abubakar Sadiq Muhammad, included 25 kg and 50 kg bags of rice and cartons of spaghetti. Again, let's join Daniel Obi for the report.
Beneficiaries comprising members of the mosque community were visibly happy as they received the donations. Declining to speak on camera, the recipients, smiling under the weight of their gifts, expressed gratitude to the donors. They equally prayed for Allah's blessings on both donors, facilitators, and of course, recipients. Speaking on behalf of the Palliative Distribution Committee, Ustaz Sadiq Abubakar thanked God for such an auspicious gesture for an auspicious occasion. He thanked the donors for their benevolence, praying that Allah accepts their gifts and grants them prosperity.
This is a continuation of what we started last week, and now that Ramadan is just by the door, Our Excellency felt that we should have the other items. We have 100 bags of rice and 100 cartons of spaghetti. That is aside what she has provided earlier. And of course, the FCT Minister, Yosem Wuke, has also given 100 bags of 25 kg rice. The Defense and Police Women's Association also has given us 20 bags of 50 kg rice. Ministry of Works has also given us 20 bags. So this is what we are doing today, to distribute these items to the needy before the commencement of Ramadan.
The distribution is part of efforts by individuals and organizations to alleviate the economic hardship faced by many Nigerians, particularly during the Ramadan period. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
You are watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Still to come, NBS says Nigeria inflation rate eases to 15.1% in January 2026 from 15.15% of December 2025 as food prices drops. Stay with us for details of these and more stories shortly.
Isom brembre. Ukuni so ikpa iso. Mbok pa uton. Komien.
Eddie Odofia, I bless you today as our family latest daughter of water.
The heck are you doing here? I'm covering the Uyere festival. You've got to be kidding me.
You will be a great king. The youngest king to be selected by this village.
This is my place, and I can mess with you in ways you cannot imagine.
Many thanks for joining us again. Moving on, the clamor for full statehood for the Federal Capital Territory has continued to gather momentum as members of the indigenous communities as well as key political functionaries within the territory demand an independent legislative assembly as a first step towards attaining full statehood. These and more formed the very core of the deliberations at the APC geopolitical zones and FCT town hall meeting, a significant event held here in Abuja at the Cyprian Ekwensi Center for Arts and Culture. Daniel Obi reports. We apologize. We'll bring you that report in our subsequent bulletin. The national and FCT state leadership of the All Progressives Congress have officially endorsed and presented the party flag to the chairman of Abaji Area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, confirming him as the APC flag bearer for the forthcoming Abaji Area Council election. Speaking at the endorsement ceremony, the APC FCT state women leader, Salamatu, called on women across Abaji Area Council to turn out in mass on Saturday, 21st of February 2026 to demonstrate their total support for the re-election of Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi. She described him as a dependable, people-oriented leader who deserves the party's continued support. Also addressing the gathering, Senator Adamu Sidi Ali said he was overwhelmed by the massive turnout of supporters, noting that the large crowd was a clear demonstration of the people's love for and confidence in AUA's leadership. Similarly, Dr. Yahya Musa, former chairman FCT Secondary Education Board and Pro-Chancellor University of Abuja, assured the party's national leadership that Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi is a God-sent leader and confidently declared that AUA would emerge victorious in the election scheduled for Saturday, 21st February 2026, inshallah. The Deputy National Chairman, North Ali Bukaro Dalori, described Abaji Area Council as a true home of the APC, citing the massive turnout as clear evidence of the party's dominance. He urged residents to come out in large numbers and vote for the APC from top to bottom, assuring them that their vote would be protected and counted. In his response, the chairman of Abaji Area Council and APC flag bearer, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, expressed profound gratitude to the national and state leadership of the party, as well as the people of Abaji Area Council for the overwhelming support and confidence reposed in him. He reassured party members and supporters of his continued commitment to inclusive leadership, good governance, and the sustained development of Abaji Area Council. The Social Democratic Party has called on the people of Gwagwalada Area Council to come out in mass and vote for their candidate, Barrister Khalid Bala, on Saturday, FCT Area Council's election. The SDP presidential candidate of the 2023 elections, Prince Adewale Adenoya, made the call during an all-out campaign for the party's candidate in Gwagwalada Area Council in Abuja. Topsy Gimba has the details.
The campaign trail took off from the National Secretariat of the party in Wuse Zone 6 to Gogolada for a massive and large campaign for their candidate, Barrister Khalil Bala Ganu. Prince Adeola Adenayo said the candidate is a man of the people who has been spending his personal resources to support the poor in the communities. He said if the mandate is given to him, he will transform Gogolada in areas of education, healthcare, and food sufficiency.
He loves God and fears his commandments. He loves charity. It is not about taking without giving back to society. He can stand alone where truth is. That is why Wike has not intimidated him, Akpabio has not intimidated him, Tinubu has not intimidated him. He is standing here and he will win the election for you. Amen. Lastly, his brain is working. Very well. For every problem in our community, he has solutions to them. This cannot be allowed to continue. Where look around us, but billions get spent every month. Yes.
Addressing his supporters, the Gogolada Area Council Chairmanship candidate on the platform of SDP for the Saturday FCT Area Council election, Barrister Khalil Bala Ganu, assured the residents of the council for transparent and accountable leadership. Barrister Ganu said he will ensure the allocation meant for the area council will be used judiciously.
If I win the election, I'm going to make sure that we maintain justice in the area council. And the money given to the area council should be used judiciously, not to divert it for selfishness or self-aggrandizement. Money given to Gogolada people is for Gogolada people. It's not to the chairman or those that call themselves politicians. It's for people of Gogolada Area Council. We are going to embark on a project of construction of roads, providing medical facilities in our clinics, and make sure that our schools are renovated and the teachers got their rights, or all their allowances should be given to them. We make sure that no more strike over area council will come to the power.
All is now set for the 6th area council election on Saturday, with about 16 political parties participating. Topsy Gimba reporting for ASO Television News.
The Public Account Committee of the House of Representatives has directed the Office of the Accountant General and the Auditor General of the Federation to prepare and submit the consolidated financial statements and audited accounts of the federal government for the year 2023, 2024, and 2025 before October 2026. This followed an investigative hearing involving the Accountant General of the Federation and the Auditor General of the Federation, during which lawmakers examined delays in financial reporting and concerns over public financial management systems. The committee also queried the payment of 9.8 billion naira to vendors of the Government Integrated Financial Management Information System in 2024. Noting that the platform has yet to deliver its core mandate of facilitating accurate and timely reconciliation of government accounts. Chairman of the committee, Mr. Bamidele Salam, expressed displeasure with the Accountant General for failing to comply with statutory financial reporting obligations. He noted that the Fiscal Responsibility Act mandates the federal government to publish audited consolidated financial statements not later than 6 months of the end of each financial year. The lawmaker described the persistent delay in publishing audited financial statements as unacceptable, warning that such lapses undermine fiscal discipline, weaken institutional credibility, and negatively impact investor confidence. The Accountant General, represented by Acting Director of Consolidated Account, Mr. Shaibu Sikiru, earlier in his submission, attributed the delay to several operational challenges, including the failure of the Central Bank of Nigeria to provide complete bank statements of ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as technical and operational limitations associated with the GIFMIS platform. The National Orientation Agency has reaffirmed its role as the federal government's principal communication agency, highlighting its extensive grassroots structure and daily engagement with citizens. Director General Malam Lare Isaonilu emphasized NOA's statutory position during an interview with the Federal Road Safety Corps in Abuja. The DG stressed that collaborations with agencies like FRSC are part of NOA's statutory responsibility, not a favor. With 818 offices dedicated to communication, NOA has a nationwide structure that most agencies lack. This enables the NOA to effectively reach citizens across the country. Addressing concerns about feedback from citizens, Isaonilu urged fairness in evaluating Nigeria's circumstances. He noted that limited revenue is a major constraint, requiring the government to work within fiscal limitations while addressing obligations like minimum wage, debt servicing, and security challenges. NOA has adapted to the changing media landscape, adopting a multi-platform strategy combining conventional media, social media influencers, and publications. The agency has also launched its own artificial intelligence platform, becoming the first government agency to deploy such technology. Isaonilu urged motorists to prioritize their safety, obeying traffic rules to stay alive. He emphasized that when individuals value their own lives, safer roads will follow, highlighting NOA's commitment to promoting national orientation and development. As part of President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in empowering the society, the National Progress Network has conducted a welfare distribution to outstanding agents participating in the e-membership registration exercise across 6 area councils of the Federal Capital Territory. Convener, National Progressive Network, Town Planner Abubakar Sadiq, while addressing newsmen during the welfare distribution exercise held in Abuja, disclosed that the gesture is aimed at motivating grassroots mobilizers and strengthening local people and the APC members across the FCT. Our correspondent Oluwa Pelumi Adeyemi has details.
As the holy month of Ramadan emerges, as well as the FCT Area Council elections, the National Progress Network, under the initiative of Town Planner Abubakar Sadiq, rewarded agents from the 6 area councils of FCT who recorded highest number of registered members with foodstuffs, cash prizes, new sewing machines, brand new phones, and other gift items. Town Planner Abubakar commended the dedication and commitment of party agents and urged them to intensify efforts in the forthcoming area council elections.
The trickle-down effect, and politics, they said, is local, like I've always said, and that's why today we try to exemplify what the Renew Hope is. It's not like a campaign, talk anymore. Be impactful, and that is what we try to be doing, and we're doing consistently to make sure that those people that it's reaching them, they know that this is not just politicking. It has been coming. So now that it's coming to the political time, we still tell them that it's like a bargain. We've already put them, and we're telling them that we're not coming to tell them we will do. We've been doing and we'll continue to do, and they should know that this is the best bargain for them. APC is just the shop party, and any other person is struggling to find his foods. And we're solidly behind this, and we are ready to continue doing this till they understand that it is a continuity. It's from the local government elections to the presidential election.
Speaking, the APC chairman, Abdul Malik Usman, commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda for empowering the society and urged party members of the All Progressive Congress to be committed in supporting the president in taking Nigeria to greater heights.
Today is one of the factors that you will say the party is ready, because giving out this is going down to the grassroots, and it will touch the life of the people, and that anybody who benefit from this will be ready to vote for the party again, so that this kind of thing will multiply. That is one. And for the campaign, you can see that some of us that were inside the hall has disappeared now. We are working round the clock, mobilize and sensitize people to come out on the coming Saturday, that is 21st, to cast their vote for the ruling party.
To sincerely express our gratitude to our brother and our friend who has extended this gesture. It is our firm conviction that this is going to be a determining factor of our victory, inshallah, in the forthcoming area council election.
The beneficiaries at the event also have this to say.
In fact, we are very, very happy, and we pray for this very gentleman. May Almighty Allah to continue blessing.
The National Progressive Network, under Town Planner Abubakar Sadiq initiative, urge all registration agents to give their best and seize the opportunity to contribute to the party's growth. Lumi Adeyemi, also Television News.
And in business now, the National Bureau of Statistics has announced that Nigeria's inflation rate eased slightly in January 2026 to 15.10% in January 2026 from the 15.15% of December 2025, highlighting that the slight drop of 0.05% signals a continued fall in price pressures at the start of the year, following months of gradual relief for consumers. The NBS made this known in its recent report on inflation rate issued to newsmen, while attributing the decline in the inflation rate on a month-on-month basis to the sharp drop in food inflation with impact on Nigerian households. It points to the decrease in the average prices of water yam, eggs, green peas, groundnut oil, suya, beans, palm oil, maize, grains, guinea corn, beans, beef, melon, cassava tuber, and cowpeas. The NBS further affirmed that on a year-on-year basis, the inflation rate was 27.61% in January 2025, showing a decline of 12.51% when compared to the same period last year. At the state level, the report shows that the inflationary pressures remain uneven, with Benue State recording the highest inflation rate of 22.48%, while Ebonyi State recorded the slowest inflation rate of 8.72% on a year-on-year basis. And that's the bulletin, but before we go, let's take another look at one of our major stories. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his administration's commitment to win the battle against banditry and terrorism that have ravaged several parts of the country. That's the news. I am Tina Oje Achu. Many thanks for watching.